Hello, good afternoon, everyone. Well, here we are, one more Monday, and it's a pleasure to me, to get in touch with you. And, well, today we have a surprise. But before, com sempre, us recordo on ens podeu trobar. This is Carme from Big Ben. I estem al carrer Baltasar d'Espanya, número 58. El nostre telèfon és el 93 373 21 13. Truca'ns, estarem encantats d'informar-te de qualsevol dubte, de qualsevol cosa que vulguis saber de nosaltres. I bé, ja ho saps, Big Ben acaba de fer 40 anys. Estem entusiasmats, estem encantats. I bé, i aleshores et podria informar de diferents cursos que podràs trobar a la nostra escola, cursos que segurament aniran superbé i s'adequaran a les teves necessitats. Un d'ells, segur que tu ets un d'aquells que s'ha apuntat més d'una vegada a un curs d'anglès, que l'ha deixat a mitges, que tenia aquella sensació que no estava aprenent res, havia perdut la motivació, havies perdut inclús els diners i t'havies quedat amb aquella sensació de he estat malgastant temps, estan malgastant diners, doncs Big Ben et vol ajudar. Apunta't al nostre curs express, 36 hores, 3 mesos i comença a comunicar-te en anglès. Donarem forma i posarem ordre a tot allò que ja saps. I ja ho saps, en 3 mesos començaràs a comunicar-te en anglès. Vols practicar el teu speaking? Doncs no ho dubtis, apunta't al nostre Social Club. Join us. Allà trobaràs persones que, com tu, estan desitjant intercanviar informació amb la llengua anglesa. No sempre és tan fàcil trobar persones amb qui poder practicar. Estareu acompanyats d'un professor que actuarà a l'hora de moderador i us corregirà i us ensenyarà nou vocabulari referit sempre a temes d'actualitat. Així que no t'ho pensis, vine a Big Ben, truca'ns 93 373 21 13. Estarem encantats d'informar-te. I bé, tenim una sorpresa. Una super mega sorpresa. Last day we were talking about feelings, positive and negative feelings, and as well we were talking about how to describe people. And well, I thought it was a great opportunity for us to talk about horoscopes, different personalities, and to talk about that we have here with us an astrologer. Yes, an astrologer. Well, he's a friend of mine, and for me, it's an honor to meet you here, Luis. Thank you for coming, Luis.
Thank you very much.
Okay.
My pleasure.
Okay. How are you? Everything okay?
I'm very excited to be here,
Yeah?
and I'm at your disposal.
Yeah. Okay. Thank you. Well, I would like to tell you that I met Luis in a special workshop that he is developing with Anna. Anna is my friend and my neighbor, and she cooks really healthy food. And he same time that we are having dinner, he is reading our astrological chart, and he's asking us some questions that led us to reflect about ourselves and to know something about ourselves that maybe till that moment we have never asked. So, well, it's a very important tool to self-knowledgement, I think. What do you think? It's tell us about your astrology. Is the astrology that typically we think about that to know what's happened in the future, or it's something different? Tell us.
The idea is not to use astrology as a tool for predicting people, so we can avoid what we don't like.
Yeah.
It's more about knowing better yourself.
Okay, well, I have in some of the workshops, and I have to say that, well, from the very first moment, I fell in love with this way to talk about yourself and to listen to others, people as you that wants to know what happened in their lives, how do they react in front of different things, and so on. Okay, but first of all, Luis, I would like you to tell you, because, well, one important thing is that Luis not always has been an astrologer. He started his professional career as an engineer, and something happened some years later, and he changes, and nowadays he's an astrologer. But I would like you to tell me how important it's been for you to know English, both as an engineer, as an astrologer. Tell us.
It's been crucial. I mean,
Crucial.
English is so important. It's even necessary these days, I think, in order to know more people, to know more culture, and of course to improve professionally. Because even if you don't have to speak English in your daily basis, you still sometimes eventually need to communicate with someone from another country, or even to read an email. I mean, I think it's absolutely necessary.
Yeah.
And in my case, has been crucial, because I've been working for a company, and then I've been in contact with suppliers and customers from other countries, and English was the normal and main language to communicate with them. So it's been necessary. And then afterwards, as an astrologer, it's also great to be able to listen to other people from other countries. What do they have to say about it? To read books. Sometimes books are not edited in Spanish, and you have to go to the original version to do it. And so I mean, English is part of my life, and I really encourage people to go for it, to learn English, because their lives can expand with this language.
Yeah, okay. Thank you for your perception. Thank you for all the information that you are giving us. Bé, el Luis ens està dient que gràcies a l'anglès ell ha pogut desenvolupar la seva professió com a enginyer, i que com a astròleg, doncs, evidentment, ell té accés a quantitat d'informació que està editada només en anglès, i que de no conèixer aquest idioma ell es quedaria sense aquesta informació. So, please, learn English. L'English is the global language. We are in a global world. L'anglès és l'idioma de la ciència, és l'idioma de la política, dels negocis, de les finances. No et quedis enrere. Vine a Big Ben, allà et podrem ajudar. El Luis ens ho està dient, i ell ens ho està dient des de l'àmbit de la ciència i la tecnologia. Així que, bueno, tenim la manifestació d'una persona que ho ha viscut i ho està vivint així. So, Luis, thank you. Well, I would like you to ask something related to the horoscopes. We have 12 horoscopes, and, well, astrologers define each horoscope with some special traits of personality, or could you tell us, for instance, could you start with Aquarius, maybe? What could you tell us about Aquarius? Because I'm sure our listeners will be paying attention in order to know what can you say about their horoscope. Let's start with Aquarius.
This is very, very complicated for me to give you in 2 or 3 sentences all the amount of information that encloses each sign of the zodiac, right? Let's say that these 12 horoscopes, or 12 signs, right? They all have archetypical information, right? And before starting explaining a little bit something about each of them, right? I'd like to say that we all have the 12 signs in ourselves, right? But we feel much more connected with some of them, right? And that depends on the position of the sun, and the moon mainly as planets, and also the ascendant. So I also, the same way as I encourage people to learn English, I also encourage people to know their astral chart, because that way they can now not only watch the horoscope, that the horoscope is related to the position of the sun, but also they will have also information about the moon, and the ascendant. And with these three positions, we can get a lot of information about each individual, right?
Okay. More than just know if you are Aquarius, you are
Yes,
Piscis.
because that would be the reduction is too small, right? It's it's not enough. So what happens is that sometimes someone who has been born under the sign of Aquarius in January, February, right? Nowadays we are still in that. Now we are in Pisces, and now we are going to Aries, right? But someone who is born in under a sign sometimes cannot feel so much related to that information, and on the other hand, may feel more connected to the ascendant or to the moon, right?
Okay.
But if you don't know your astral chart, then you don't have access to that information.
Yeah. Okay. So it's necessarily the astro chart. That is what you do when you organize your workshops and so on. Well, for all our listeners and also our viewers, I would like to tell you that Luis is an astrologer that is doing workshops, and you can find information about all the his job on Instagram and social networking, and he is Astros and Ranch is the name of the account of your Instagram account.
Astros and Ranch is the name of the workshops that we are doing, but my Instagram account is @Luis-Albertos.
Okay. So write down this information just in case you want to get in touch with him, because I think maybe more than one of you that are listening to us or are watching us could be interested. Okay, so Luis, sorry, go ahead, please.
So it's important. I mean, this activity is in Spanish. So in case you think it's in English, we can talk about it as well, but so far we are doing it in Spanish.
Okay.
So?
Yeah. Well, let's go.
So Aquarius, I'd like to say that from the 12 signs of the zodiac, right, we can classify them in 4 groups, right, according to the elements. There are 4 elements. There's fire, there is earth, there is air, and there is water. So Aquarius belongs to the triad of the air, together with Gemini and Libra, right? So Aquarius, we could say about them that they are quite mental, intelligent, and they are like people. They are people like who like to feel that they are different because they have more scope, a bigger scope of life, right? But on the other hand, they also can be too distant and too cold, because they may feel like they are also too far away from other people, right? So this is the first sign we're talking about. Important to say that each sign we can be connected with each sign. I call it like we can vibrate in high frequencies or in low frequencies, right? When we vibrate in high frequencies, then we have the best things that we can obtain of each sign. But on the other hand, when we are vibrating in fear or in not confidence, then we get the worst of each sign. This is important because there is not bad signs or good signs. Each sign has both sides. Okay. So Aquarius must be seen as like a fan of possibilities, the same as every other sign. So if I am a person and I have like the Aquarius energy in me, right? I can vibrate in a high frequency and to put all my intelligence and all my communication skills. I can use them to approach to other people, so to make groups, to work together as teams, right? But if I'm vibrating in a low energy, then I can feel that I am better than the others and not feel connected and not part of the group.
Like an arrogant person?
Elitism, arrogance,
arrogant. And if you are in high vibrations, maybe you could be a good communicator.
Absolutely.
Okay.
Sharing all the ideas, all the because Aquarius is very innovator, right? It's very creative.
So that's great.
what can I do with my creativity? I can share it with the world,
Okay.
or I can keep it to myself because I think that nobody can understand me, and I don't want to be rejected by other people.
Yeah.
So, what kind of Aquarius are you?
Well, it's quite complicated. Do you know, Carme, tu coneixes algun Aquarius? Sí? I què diries? Que s'acosta més a ser una persona comunicativa o potser és una persona que et mira una mica així per sobre l'ombro perquè pensa que sap més que tu?
Jo penso que estan perduts, els aquarius.
Que estan perduts?
Sí, són molt bona gent, però són una miqueta despistats. Són còmodos.
Bueno, let's go with the next one.
M'heu preguntat,
Sí, t'hem preguntat, la culpa és nostra perquè...
La veu en off, pots contestar a l'aquarius que conèixer.
Okay. Let's go with Pisces. Next one.
Pisces are also quite lost, similar to Aquarius. Okay, but Aquarius can be seen as lost because they have like a very rich world inside in the mind, right? So Aquarius can travel to my imaginary world. I can go to the clouds, and then I'm happy there. That is my comfort area.
Yeah.
But then Pisces, the comfort area is the feelings. So what happened with Pisces is that everything they see is related to emotions.
Okay.
Right. So Aquarius takes it to the mind, and Pisces takes it to the heart, to the feelings.
Yeah.
But then there is something else here. I must say, when you come to the workshops, probably you have seen some examples, right?
Yeah.
When you see someone's behavior, we don't know what's beyond that behavior, what's behind, right?
Obviously.
We don't know that. No. So we can see someone behaving like very communicative or very lonely, isolated, right? But we don't know if this person is protecting herself from something, if he wants to give an image of something that really is not inside, right?
Yeah.
So it's not as easy as judging by the behavior. Yeah.
It's
so
complicated.
this is important because when we see someone in a daily basis, right? Unless you know this person very well, that person can deceive you.
Yeah.
You can get a first impression that is not right.
Yeah, and maybe you have some expectations because maybe you know his or her horoscope, and you are waiting for something, and you find something totally different from your expectations.
But we can see, we can say about Pisces is that they are really like moving from the feelings.
Okay.
But then we don't know if that person is going to show the feelings, or can be like. Can build like an armor around, so the feelings are protected from the outside.
Yeah. Complicated.
It's complicated. So a very cold person can be Pisces. But inside is not like that.
Yeah. Okay,
right?
Well, it's so interesting.
Yeah.
Okay, well, it's incredible. It's a very, very emotional and very interesting topic. Let's go with next, Aries. What can we say about them?
Aries is fire. Aries is quick, is competitive, is the action. So Aries is also the beginning of the spring, right? And Aries people...
it's like a soldier sometimes, no?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, every sign has related a planet, right? The archetype of the sign and the archetype of the planet are connected.
Yeah.
So Mars is related to Aries.
Okay.
So the action. To fight, to defend themselves, to
so very
run.
Active, very energetic people.
To survive, yes.
Yeah.
Energetic.
Okay, energetic people. Okay, let's go with next, Taurus. Well, Taurus is your sign.
Yes,
I know.
It's the best one.
It's the best one. For sure. Qualsevol li diu que no, que és el seu.
Els Taurus
són... How could you define Taurus?
Taurus is related to the planet Venus. So it can be related into very easily into pleasures, right? Pleasures, any kind of pleasure.
Any kind of pleasure. Yeah.
Let's fly. Let your imagination fly.
Okay.
Yeah. So that's Taurus about.
Yeah. Okay. Maybe good food, sex, good drink, good whatever. Huh?
Yes, exactly.
Yeah. Good holidays, traveling, trips, and so on.
Yeah. But as the same thing that we were saying that Aries was related to the action, the strength, and the speed.
Yeah.
So Taurus is a bit a bit the complementary or the opposite, if you like.
Yeah.
So Taurus is calmer than Aries, is more practical.
Yeah.
So Aries likes jumping from one thing to another for the sake of it, and Taurus, being an Earth sign, is more into
reflexive, maybe.
not doing any effort unless it's necessary.
Necessary.
Not doing any effort unless you get like a result.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So Aries might think that Taurus are lazy, right? Coward. And Taurus might think that Aries is a bit crazy, and why don't you stop a little bit and calm down, and then
Yeah.
But I remind you and all the listeners that all of us have the 12 signs.
The 12 signs.
So don't feel
In some
you are
different
married
measures,
to
but
just one,
Yeah.
and the others are my enemies or. No, I
because
mean,
you also have them.
Yes,
Yeah.
yes.
Okay.
And the good thing about astrology is like, okay, you know yourself, right, better. Not only by the sign. I was telling you earlier, the moon, the ascendant, but there are other things also so important and there is like the mix of all of them.
Lots of aspects that you can study, analyze.
Yes.
In an astro chart.
Yes.
Okay.
I use the analogy of cooking. Imagine cooking a paella. I think of a paella as something that is known by everybody and at the same time quite complex because everybody knows what is a good paella, right?
Yeah.
And it's not a casualty that Taurus is talking about food.
Example is pleasure. Yeah.
What do you expect from a paella?
A pleasure. For me, it's one of the best meals that you can have.
Okay.
So,
and how can you recognize that this is a good paella?
Well, when all the ingredients are just in the measure that they need to be there.
Perfect. That's it.
Yeah.
That's it. I mean, you have like different ingredients in different amounts.
Yeah.
Right. Each ingredient needs a preparation.
Yeah.
Some ingredients you mix them beforehand and then you put them with the rest. Right. So this is like it's like alchemy, right? In cooking.
Yeah, because it's a mix of different processes, and everything has to be exactly measured.
And what happens when this thing, when there is something like it's not in the right?
Lose the balance. So we feel that there is not okay. Maybe you don't know why, but it's something like an estrident or something that you don't like it.
That's it.
Totally. Yeah.
So this is what happened with ourselves when we don't feel that we are like coherent with ourselves internally.
Yeah.
Internally, the energies that are represented by the planets and the signs in the chart.
Yeah.
Is not balanced, so we feel like there is something wrong, and then what do we try to do? We try to balance it, but normally we can be too excessive, like adding salt to the flavor, and then you still don't get the flavor that you wanted, and now it's salty.
Yeah.
So the good thing about the goal about knowing better yourself through the astrology would be like to be access. Yeah. To have access, to be in each situation connected with the sign and the planet that is the best in that situation.
That can help you.
That can help you. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So sometimes I want to connect with my Aries energy and to be strong and determined and to be a bit crazy maybe.
Yeah.
Sometimes I want to feel connected with my Pisces, so I can feel emotional and I can open to love.
Yeah.
And sometimes I can prefer to be related to Taurus. We were talking about Taurus.
Yeah.
And just to enjoy life, enjoy the paella.
Enjoy the paella.
Yes.
Because life is like a paella.
Yes.
A little piece of lots of things, no?
Yes.
And in the specific measure and the good measure.
Right.
Okay, let's go with the Gemini.
Gemini, it's also air, the same as Aquarius, and Gemini. We can tell that they are like very much curious and communicative. So Aquarius may be if you want to make a difference between Gemini and Aquarius, I'd say that Gemini it could be more into this program of radio, right? Wanting to to communicate, to listen, to learn, and also to explain things to others.
Yeah.
For example, teachers.
To transmit.
Yes.
Transmit information.
Yes.
Yeah.
Like codifying and decodifying information, right? But whilst Aquarius would be more abstract.
Yeah.
So I not necessarily would be in the mood to share it with everybody unless this person feels that it's going to be listened. Gemini, I think they don't care much if they are listened or not. It's like the same thing as Aries is into motion. Gemini is into communication, into data, right?
Yeah.
But it's not so important that there is someone on the other side listening.
It's just transmitting,
Yes.
no matter who is in the other side.
It's like the radio. I mean, we are broadcasting this program.
Yeah.
We don't have any idea who is listening.
No.
So
We will know, but now we don't know. So, okay, well, Karma is telling me that we have just 4 minutes left, and that's a shame because we have lots of other things to talk about. Well, let's see, Cancer. What can you tell us about Cancer?
Cancer is also a water sign, also very emotional and very much focused into family.
Yeah, okay. And let's go with Leo.
Leo is the king.
The king of the jungle.
The king of the jungle, and
The
also
sun,
the king of the
maybe?
zodiac. Yes, Leo is related to the sun. The same thing as Cancer is related to the moon.
Yeah.
Leo is related to the sun. So people who can shine, who can be leaders. So people can follow a Leo when Leo is vibrating high.
Okay, so it's in the middle of the universe, maybe, no? Everything around
Leo
him.
people can shine for other people.
Okay.
So it's maybe the most powerful sign in that respect. Yes.
Okay, and Virgo, perfection.
Virgo perfection, work, method, habits. Virgo is the energy that helps us to do a good job in our everyday life.
Okay, it's very demanding person, maybe, no?
It's demanding, yeah. It's demanding with other people and also with themselves.
Himself, no?
Yes.
Yeah, quite well. Yeah, I know some of the Virgos and well, yeah. Libra is the sign of karma and my sign.
Also,
so
very good sign as well,
be careful,
right?
So be careful.
Two Libras.
Tell us, what happened with them?
About Libra, we can say that it's the diplomatic sign.
Well,
Yeah. So, do you like that? Yeah.
Yeah.
Being diplomatic
yeah.
is good, right? Because you need to be intelligent. You need to be empathic. You need to be able to read the another person, and you can then balance the situation, right?
Yeah.
Because Libra is the symbol is a balance.
It's the balance.
That means I can see you. So I can do things. So the situation around us is balanced.
It's balanced.
So that's why we call it this like the diplomat sign.
Yeah, well, I feel quite identified with all that. And you, Karma? Do you
Sí,
feel
m'identifico perquè jo soc molt responsable. M'agrada quedar bé a tothom i mantindre l'equilibri de la gent.
Molt bé.
Llavors,
Let's
sí.
go. Scorpio. What can you tell us? about
Scorpio is very, very much intense. It's also water, same as Cancer and Pisces, but Scorpio is the most intense of the signs.
Yeah.
It's the drama, is the
Strong emotions?
the revenge, is the maximum love.
Yeah, okay. So super intense.
Super intense.
Super passion.
Yes.
Yeah. Oh my God.
Yeah.
And what happened with Sagittarius?
Sagittarius is fire, and it's expansive, it's optimistical. Same, I mean, Scorpios and Sagittarius may be seen as to compare them, right?
Yeah.
Scorpio is like darker and going inside, and Sagittarius is brighter and going outside.
Yeah.
It's not bad or good in what I've said, right? Sometimes we need to go inside into the darkness to realize things and to improve, and sometimes we need to be social and go out and do other things. But if I keep all my life being outside or inside, then I'm not doing right. So we need a bit of both. We need a bit of Scorpio, right, to know ourselves better, to commit ourselves, to go for something that we really like.
Yeah.
And we need also Sagittarius to go outside to look for new challenges with optimism, with illusion, and sharing with other people as well.
Oh, That's great.
Sagittarius is inviting us to the adventure of life.
Yeah. Okay, intrepidus.
Yes.
Sometimes, no? Okay, and let's go with the last one.
The last one, Capricorn, is also Earth, same as Taurus and Virgo. Capricorn is a very practical sign who is very focused into work, into getting goals. So
responsible?
Very much responsible.
One of the
it can be seen as too much responsible. So can be seen as they don't know how to enjoy themselves.
Yeah. Okay, well, it's a shame because I would be here with you longer and longer.
Yeah.
And, well, maybe another day. Well,
anytime.
I don't know. Yes, thank you. Well, I have to say it's been an honor to meet you here, Luis.
For me too. Thank you very much.
You. Thank you. And for all our listeners, if you want to get in touch with him, you can phone to the radio because here, to the radio station because here we can give you some details. Or if not, his Instagram account is Astros and Ranch, and also
Luis Albertos, and also I have my website with that name, Luis Albertos.
Okay, very good. And well, this is a message for all our listeners, a recommendation to come to Big Ben. You can see how English it's been important for lots of areas, all of the areas of our society, of our life. L'anglès és la llengua global, del món global en el que ara mateix ens trobem. Així que no t'ho deixis perdre. Vine a Big Ben. I bé, espero poder repetir aquest programa amb tu, Luis. Ha sigut un superplaer.
Tu vulguis.
Thank you for coming.
La setmana propera convidem perquè m'ha quedat algunes coses així no molt clares.
Un clàssic.
Un clàssic.
Sí,
Moltíssimes gràcies. I, amics, nos veiem la setmana propera i nos anem con la música que nos ha portat astrològicament al US avui.
Gràcies.